the sound come in first before we start taking questions and whatnot. Mike's going to check the sound. As always, if the sound sucks or cuts out or whatever, let us know. I'm sure there's a little bit of an echo in here. How's it look?
Looks good.
Okay. So, wait for a handful of people to join, and then we will get started. Oh boy. Ad, yeah, the stupid ads. Yeah, so again, this is going to be our June live. We've been kind of poor at remembering to do these, or we've been like the last Sunday of the month, and they're like, oh, that was yesterday, crap. So yeah, this is gonna be the June. We're gonna do a recap of some stuff going on. We're also going to take Q&A as always. We're in the new shop. So a lot has been going on. People have been coming in the videos that we've been slow on some updates on cars and other stuff. That's because that's literally what's going on. We're building a new shop and buying parts collections and doing all that stuff. So there hasn't been as many big updates on cars because, you know,
we've been busy.
We've been kind of busy. But hey, that's pretty cool. We could sit in the new shop. Last live, I think we.
And he's been busy.
Yeah, I've been busy starting to put parts in, but last live, I think all we had was the structure was like just up, and we walked in and it just kind of showed everybody the overall. But now we have a floor in. We've been super busy in the past month. Got the floor in, and the driveway's all pretty much done, and we're starting to bring stuff in. We may walk down towards the end. I just yesterday went and got a tin from Maryland. It was 3 hours away from like an 1800 barn. It fell down, and the guy was salvaging the barn, and I bought all the roof tin off of it. I'm going to be doing the walls in this cool tin, and it's literally on the trailer. I got home yesterday. Mike's son's birthday party was then, so I just like booked it right over there, and it's just sitting in the trailer still. So that's on today's to-do list.
Yeah.
So again, if you guys have questions that you've been wanting to ask or comments or whatever, you can drop them down below. We go anywhere from half an hour to an hour in these, just depending on how we're feeling and what the questions are. So if you keep us entertained, we'll be on here for an hour or more.
Like two monkeys. Keep us entertained.
Keep us entertained. Ask me stupid things.
A bunch of international people. Someone from Australia.
Awesome.
Someone from Holland.
Hello.
People from PA, Illinois, all over the place.
Yeah, so we have, I think it's coming, I'm going to mention it now since we're early on before I forget. We have a vlog, like a week in the life of video coming out next week. Tuesday. I mentioned in that video, but I want to mention it here. In August, we're going to be in Gilmore. We'll be at the Gilmore for the Relics Riot show. But also before that, they're doing a mentorship program where there's a number of different people are hosting mentorships with 18 to 22-year-old young men and women that are interested in getting into the industry. They are offering free entry into that. All you have to do is submit a application for that. And if you're 18 to 22, they are literally covering your travel, your entry into the class, your food, pretty much everything. All you have to do is submit, and it's a very, very small number. I'm doing the one right before Relics Riot. It's like 2 or 3 days, like full days, and we're going to be doing metal fab and just industry kind of education, but it's mainly going to be based around TIG welding, metal fab, sheet metal work, just hot rodding in general. So if you or someone you know is in that age range, that's the age range you're looking to do, that's like just out of high school, just got into college, or you're thinking about getting into the trades, this is a good hands-on opportunity that is literally free. It's something that they're doing to try and give back to the community. And you can live anywhere, I think in the United States, possibly all over, but they're covering, airfare, travel, all that stuff. So the Gilmore, you can go to the Gilmore social media. We will drop a link in the vlog later this week. We'll also probably post something on social. But if you go on to Gilmore's website or you Google Gilmore Mentorship, it probably should come up. Josh from the Gilmore, if you're watching, you can drop a link down in there.
Yeah.
We don't have it right on hand. But anyways, super good. I think the class is limited to like possibly 10, maybe less, because they want it to be a very intimate thing that is, you can get the most out of. So that's my little heads up with that. They have some entries already, but I think there's few openings still. So definitely jump on that.
And if you're too old for the mentorship program, come see us at Relux Rides because we will be there. It's Saturday, correct?
I won't teach you anything.
Yeah, just come say hi, buy a
Just come
t-shirt.
say hi and give us a high five. That'll be cool. So
yeah, the show's Saturday, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Friday night, Saturday. So we're going to be at the show. We're going to be bringing a car out. Probably cruise around a little bit Friday in one of the cars. I don't know what we're bringing yet exactly, but more than likely it'll be the Stroll Coupe, I think, because I think that's probably going to be the coolest one to bring. And it's also small, so we can fit in the trailer in case we find any neat old junk to buy along the way.
Always. Always. So someone asked a little bit ago, how's your brother's four-door coming along? It's probably in the same state that we dropped it off in.
Yeah, I literally just talked. So a cool thing you guys may start seeing in videos is somebody noticed it in one of the videos. A side tangent. My nephew, my brother's son, his oldest son, has taken a lot of interest in mechanical things, old cars, working with his hands, and my brother has been teaching him a lot of that stuff. And my brother is very strong with mechanical and also with like construction and things like that. The stuff that I do, he doesn't have as much experience with. So he has actually been sending his son here, my nephew, on Fridays over his summer break to work and learn with us. So if you start seeing him in the videos, he was in the Roadster pickup video helping me make the little floor pieces, and a bunch of people commented like, who's that? That is my nephew. He's taken some interest, so you may see him in videos this summer. He works as hard and as well as a full-grown man. It's kind of crazy. He can whatever. So anyways, that car has not been touched. My brother is probably as busy or busier than I am. He has a game plan. He's going to build a street rod out of it, so they're going to probably put that body on like a modern chassis. Last time I was trying to kind of talk him into buying something a little better. He was looking at my dad's coupe downstairs this past Friday when he was picking Evan up, his son, and he was like, man, this thing's pretty cool. I'm like, we could find you one of these. It's way more solid than that junk you bought. And yeah, but anyways, he hasn't touched it. He's got a lot of projects himself. He's trying to get past some other projects, and then he's going to start on it. And we will definitely do some updates. That's one of the reasons he's sending Evan over here to learn with me, is because Evan can then start getting the skills to make floor pans and do TIG welding and start doing restoration work. So it will be coming. We'll update it, but that's definitely not my brother's focus right now.
And his nephew is not the guy with the longer hair. That is.
Oh, somebody asked.
Yeah, they want to know who the kid with the longer hair is.
Oh, yeah. So that is Luke. Luke is actually just graduated high school here in our local town. He was in the local Boy Scout troop. The troop came over and did a visit with our shop so that we could talk with them about what we do, social media, and just everything in general. And Luke and his father approached us and said, hey, I do video if you guys ever need help. So Luke has been helping just basically to gain some experience on the YouTube social media side of things. He's been awesome. I mean, in fact, we've gotten videos that he shot with us that we've gotten comments that people are like, man, this is shot way better. I really like the way you shot this. That's because of Luke. So we eventually would like to get another person to help us film when we can build the business enough. Luke is just volunteering for now before he goes to college just for some extra experience, but it's been really cool. So that's who the longer-haired young guy you've been seeing is. Luke does help out filming because I'm struggling. Like when we were filming, what's really cool, like we were filming the floor and he was just here to film. And like after he got a bunch of shots, he was like, do you want me just to grab a screw gun? And he like worked his ass off with us.
For 2 days. He came back the second day.
He came back for like the half a second day after that stuff. So like it's hard to find young guys that want to do both. Like he obviously can work with his hands and knows a lot about videography. So that's like super rare. So it was very nice. He's going away to college. I wish that we could hire him right away, but he's going to college.
Someone would like to East car show, their summer classic. If we're going to that and bringing anything,
that is July.
It's coming up soon.
That is the middle of July. I talked to Nick that I used to work under at Eastwood, and when I saw him in a cruising recently, we were talking about. I think it's mid-July. I will, as long as we're not traveling, I will definitely come out. I don't know what I'll bring. It'll literally be whatever A starts that day, isn't blocked in by another car. That's the big problem. Like I wanted to drive the red 34 yesterday, and after taking the Mike must have picked up in the road, and now it has a flat tire, so I couldn't drive those two cars over there can't drive till I air the tire up, so it's kind of annoying. But anyways, I will bring something out as long as we're not traveling. I will more than likely come out to the show and hang out. I think next weekend is the early Ford. I think next Saturday might be their Ford Cruise-In. They're having at their location, so I might try and dart out to that in the morning just for a few. I have some other stuff going on, but yeah, we're gonna try and make it to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can. I'm just gonna show up and be a normal dude. It's really crazy because I used to be one of the people that was, running around like a nut job. Help on that show. I kind of handled the parking. I also got to be the jerk that yelled at everybody and argued with the jerks that came in and wanted special priority. So this year I can come in and just park and
bring your lawn chair and your
yeah, man,
your big hat.
I'm gonna come in and just sit, enjoy it. So hopefully I can make the show. I never know with traveling. Sometimes stuff pops up and we gotta go, but I'm planning on going. So.
Another question is, what are we taking to Makunji for Wheels of Time?
So yeah, Wheels of Time is a big show. It's a multi-day show. It's been going for a long time. Street rod show, hot rod show in Makunji, Pennsylvania. We've showed it before other years. It is a show that is like 3 days long, and 3 or 4 days, I don't know. But anyways, if you can make it, it's worth it. You can get a hotel and stay or whatever. The Wheels of Time Rod and Custom Jamboree is the name of it. We have a sound trouble.
I think I forgot to turn your Wi-Fi off. 1 second.
Is it coming in and out?
Yeah.
Testing.
There we go. Now we're back.
Okay, sorry guys. I have Wi-Fi in it, like.
Probably connected to the house.
Yeah, it barely gets the Wi-Fi in the house, it causes trouble. So, what was the sound cutting in and out?
Try that again.
All right, testing. So, Wheels of Time, Street Rod Show, Hot Rod Show in end of August. It's like the last weekend of August. We will be coming to that. We partner with the club and kind of cover the show and promote it, and they in turn give us a great space with a tent and whatever. So we're gonna bring a crap ton of stuff this year, as long as the weather sort of cooperates. We're gonna bring the Schroll Coupe again, because now it's done. Last year we brought on display as a project car. So we're gonna bring that. I might drive the Mercury back and forth every day and park that out front. Might bring the Pagoda City Coupe. I don't really know. We'll just bring.
We have a lot of space, so
yeah,
we'll bring a few things.
We'll be bringing a few things. We're gonna bring some sort of project car that is, in progress. So we've been talking about either bringing the DeLorean Roadster or possibly the Sweetheart Roadster, depending on which one. And again, the weather. Sweetheart Roadster is in bare metal, so if it's gonna be a super rainy weekend or super humid, it may not work well because it'll be covered in rust. But one of those cars probably will bring in progress and let people check it out, yeah, it should be fun. So definitely come by, check out the booth if you can make it. It is a good show. It is a great time. There's a lot of like historic hot rods that show up there that are like guys have owned them literally since like the 60s, and they still have that car. So there's like some really crazy stuff that shows up only to a couple, and they still have that car. So there's like some really crazy stuff that shows up only to a couple shows in this area a year, and that's one of them. So if you make it, definitely come out.
Yes, for sure. All right, let me scroll back and see.
Sorry about that with the sound.
That was my fault. I forgot to turn Wi-Fi off.
Every live has to have some sort of problem.
Yes.
It can't be perfectly smooth.
Someone asked where we list parts for sale. So in every video in the description, there's a link to our eBay page. There's a link to our sales Instagram where we list parts on our Instagram page first. Then after a day or two, they will go up on eBay if they don't sell. So they're not in this live yet, but any other video you go to, it has the eBay page and the Instagram page where you can find parts. But we do not currently have a deck lid for a 31 coupe, Model A coupe. We don't have any right now.
But you never know. It comes.
Changes every day.
Yeah, and Instagram, you can view Instagram for free. So if you're not if you're not savvy with social media or you don't want to join Instagram, you can literally view Instagram for free. It's Instagram.com, I think /IronTrap finds, Finds, all one word. Or you can Google IronTrap eBay, IronTrap Garage eBay, and our eBay page will pop up. But I will tell you, we list on Instagram first. So if you want something, you want first dibs, it's like a swap meet. We put stuff up and some stuff sells like this. So things like a deck lid, it would sell very quickly. So you need to check our page. Mike lists almost daily on Instagram, and it's everything from $5 items to $5,000 items. You never know.
More of the $5 items. There's
Yeah.
occasionally $5,000 items.
You never know. But
Yeah.
we try and list stuff that's all price ranges, so everybody can kind of
Yes.
get involved.
And someone did ask, we will probably be at the other show that at McCungy, Das Fest, which is the first weekend in August. I will be there probably on Friday or Saturday. I don't know if we're going to take anything out. Friday they allow hot rods.
Yeah, we might drive a hot rod out and just wander around and be normal people.
Social.
I used to vend there for a number of years with the meat truck.
The best spot. In the
Yeah,
slot.
I had a really great swap meet space, but to be honest, the attendance of swap meet buyers was kind of poor the last like 2 years or so, and I sold like $300, $200 worth of stuff. So to take 3 days away from the shop wasn't worth it. So
Yeah.
we opted not to do that swap meet. We're only really doing big swap meets these days, Carlisle, Hershey, stuff like that. So yeah, but it is close to the shop. So if you're ever going to an event in McCungy and you want to buy something or pick something up or visit, just send us an email and we can meet up.
Broken Wrench Garage wants to know, now that you have a display area, how many more parts have become a keeper?
Well, I've actually been pretty good. Like we were talking to a bunch of people like recently since I'm bringing parts back. Right before I built the building and we were putting everything like away, I knew we were gonna put everything away for like a year. I went and sold like all my common flathead intakes and heads, and I think I sold all my 8BA heads because I don't really have any 8BA engines that I want to put anything in. So I like actually downsized. So right now I have a lot of intakes and parts compared to the average person, but I don't have as many. I don't have like hundreds of intakes like people probably think. I probably have like
Quality over quantity.
yeah. So but we have accumulated some stuff when I haven't been able to look at my stash for a year. I've accumulated duplicates not realizing. So like I don't know, recently we got in Oregon, I think we got a chrome 32 front spring or 33.4 front spring. And I was like, Mike texted me, I was like, hey, do you want this or sell it? I was like, oh, definitely keep it. I need one of those. And he goes to the pile and there's 2 more.
He has 3 now. I sent him a photo of all 3 stacked. He's like, oh boy.
So keep an eye out. I'll probably be listing some duplicate stuff that I bought over the years, not grills. That
Those, he has
I
plenty
did sell a lot of grills last year, actually.
Yes, you did. You pulled all the quote unquote junky ones down.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I mean, I've accumulated some stuff for sure, but I've been trying to be good about like upgrading, like we've shown in this channel, constantly upgrading and getting better stuff. So I am keeping a lot of the better stuff now, and I'm not allowing myself to keep like I don't need 7 sets of Offenhauser intakes. Or
All
heads.
the letters are a little different.
Yeah,
This
I
one's
know.
raised, this one's not.
I'm just looking for the really obscure stuff, and I'm keeping that. Like if it's the only chance I've ever had to buy something, or you've never seen one come available, that's the stuff I'm keeping because that's the stuff I would build for my own personal cars. I'd rather have the best stuff on it because we are so fortunate to get into some good collections and buy some good stuff. So
A few people asked about how we're making out on the 70 Chevelle parts. So we are selling a few of them. We sold some of those smaller parts. Some of the bigger panels are obviously a little bit more money. Quarter panels, hoods, that kind of stuff. So the people that are going to buy that is a little bit more limited. We did have some vendors that contacted us about buying all of it, but they want to make a profit, so it's tough to sell it a much cheaper bulk rate to them when we can just piece it out ourselves.
yeah, just we couldn't validate the effort that was put in to get the stuff and the cost. The amount of profit we were making wasn't worth our time, to be
Yeah.
honest. So we appreciate everybody that reached out in that regard. But we have, it's pretty cool. We've already had like a body shop locally that bought some stuff that they're actually restoring one right now.
Yep.
And we're able to, right away, these parts are gonna get used. Is super cool. And we have, I think a guy that's buying a bunch of stuff you have to palletize coming
Yeah, I'm
in.
sending a hood, front fenders, and a few other small parts to a guy in Utah that's restoring a car. So it's going out there and getting used, which is good.
Yeah, that's super cool. So yeah, that's been as expected. The stuff's very popular, but it's very expensive because of what it is. So that obviously causes things to move not as quick. The size of it's really the big problem. We've had a handful of people that are interested, but afraid to ship it, or the cost of shipping kind of deters them.
Yes.
So, but yeah, we knew the stuff would take a little while, but it's great stuff. I like buying quality these days, so that was definitely exciting to get that stuff.
Any upcoming work on Dad's Daily?
Yeah, we actually were working on Dad's Daily on Friday. We raised the front spring. We've been doing a bunch of small things on Dad's Daily that isn't worth a video, to be honest. So Dad's car is like at the point now where it's just small jobs to get it roadworthy. So the front suspension, with the drop axle and the spring, we took some leaves out. We took too many leaves out, and the front end was like really low and it was really bouncy. So
the main leaf was basically flat.
it was almost flat. So Steve took it apart, and we put 3 leaves in it on Friday, and now the thing sits really sweet. I'm gonna probably put 1 size bigger front tires on it to get the thing sitting a little more level, and also fill up the front wheel well. But it's basically, it starts and runs really well. I got to do a little bit of exhaust work. We got to put shocks on it, and then like the running boards and doodads, and it's basically, he can drive it around. So really soon we're going to be doing a video where Dad can actually like drive it for real. We just got to do all this small stuff off camera, and that's why we started doing these weekly vlogs that like people don't think, they think we're not doing anything. It's just we're doing all the stuff that isn't worth its own video. So
Yeah.
Steve worked on that, and I helped him at the end get that all back together, and it sits really sweet now. So it's getting close. Dad's been asking. Yeah, we've just been, the building kind of like put a little side. Yeah.
People want to know what's going on with my car. So for people that don't know, I run the parts business. So Monday through Friday, I'm at our warehouse space, taking photos, listing on eBay, shipping. I shipped like, this month has been pretty crazy for pallets. I think I've sent 7 or 8 pallets, and it's all stuff that doesn't just fit on a pallet. I have to make a pallet that fits the item. So I've been pretty busy this month. We're hoping in maybe next month or August. I don't know, once we get into August, we get pretty busy. So
we're gonna try and make some time. I just texted Mike like this morning or yesterday. Like we just got to make what we were doing over the winters. We were planning our week ahead of time, and I'd say like, all right, Mike, let's Wednesday both of us clear our schedule, and we'll spend half a day or a day on the car. His car again, he's at the point now where we're gonna have to start doing some welding to weld the body to the floor and all that stuff and get it fixed in place, and we can start making big updates again on it. But yeah, we've been slacking a little bit, but summertime's always tough with all the projects because of car shows and picking and blah, blah, blah. But we will get back on it.
yes, I'm not just sitting at home doing nothing.
He definitely is not. Hopefully you guys are still there. We had somebody fall, and that was not good. We'll see. Let me see what everybody has to say here. Sorry about that. We had hurt himself. He fell, and seems to be all right, but we heard him yell when he fell. So Mike and I went running because we didn't know what happened, but he seems to be okay. But no, Moon did not get a chipmunk. We had people downstairs, and we heard that and had to run down, but he tripped, and that was it. So anyways, yeah, so sorry guys, typical. Quick while they're not looking at, let's swap the Merc. No. Yeah, so sorry guys, I know everybody's like, what's going on? Yeah, so basically we had, we had a friend here, and his dad tripped downstairs, and they were yelling for us. So that's what happened. Everything seems okay. He cut himself, and they were looking for our help because it was just us. So somebody asked about Old Yankee Speedco. Their parts, I'm gonna try and set you guys down. Their parts actually worked out really well. Yeah, so we're gonna, so sorry about that. Again, we had to run down. Somebody tripped and fell, and it was kind of scary that we were up here and didn't know what was going on. So the Old Yankee stuff, yes, we do like the Old Yankee stuff. It turned out really good. It needs, like anything, you need to modify a little bit, but overall the stuff worked really, really well. So I'm happy with that stuff, and it makes the job a lot quicker. So like with anything, you're paying a price to make the job quicker and easier, but for the Roadster pickup project, it's been super nice. I definitely think it's good to support companies that are into this hobby. So Matt that runs Old Yankee is into this stuff. I like supporting people that are in small businesses that are like that versus corporations that may not have anyone that gives a crap about old cars. So just when you're purchasing stuff, think about that. You know, that's my little preaching about that. I'd rather pay a couple bucks to a guy that's running a small business and feeding his family. So yeah, that's what how I feel about them. So, but yeah, so we're sorry to cut you guys short. I apologize if our live had an interruption. I'm just gonna make sure that our friend is okay when he got cut. So thank you guys for following along, and we'll check out us on Tuesday. We're gonna be doing a weekly live or a weekly vlog. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Catch you later.